is the Republican candidate running unopposed for the 13th Worcester, the seat currently held by Bob Spillane. And you picked up the endorsement, just to reiterate here, of an independent candidate.
That's correct.
Do you expect the other independent candidate who's associated with the ACLU to jump on board?
I don't think so. But
well, you are an attorney.
That's correct.
And you are a JAG.
That's correct.
You would think that an ACLU person would little professional courtesy, you know?
We'll see. He'd probably do me more good by being in the race.
Yeah, probably right. All right, let's talk about why. I mean, Paul, you have a lot of experience in the military. You have a lot of experience as a practicing attorney. Why do you want to go to the State House? Why do you want to go to Beacon Hill?
Well, I, like every one of your viewers and listeners, is pretty upset with the way things have been going on, not only recently, but for a fairly long time. We've seen the economy go down the tank. We've seen the state engage in mindless spending and out-of-control regulation. And we've seen, most importantly, the absence of jobs and the loss of jobs and the lack of job creation. What we need is a climate that's conducive to job growth. We need less taxes, we need less spending, and we need less government regulation into the business world. I think if we follow those goals, we will create an environment that will create jobs. I am the only candidate right now that has taken the no tax pledge, because I think we've been taxed to death. I think we should reduce taxes, and I think it's time for the government to do what everybody else does, is live within its means.
And we're talking with Paul Franco, Republican for 13th Worcester District. What do you think about the reduction of the sales tax?
I think it's an excellent idea, because look at who we're competing against. All our businesses compete against businesses to the north, New Hampshire, that has no sales tax. All internet sales. There's no sales tax. Mm-hmm. We were becoming uncompetitive. I mean, if you had an opportunity to create a business and sell products either in our state or another state nearby, you would clearly want to pick the state that has the more friendly tax code. We don't have it.
Well, the thing is now the detractors of that bill say that it would cause financial chaos.
Well, you're talking about the
6.25% down to 3%.
Well, yes, I think that. Well, I mean, we always hear that whenever they talk about reduction in sales tax. You know, that there'll be Armageddon. You know, mm-hmm. All kinds of horrible things will happen. But I think that, as you know, the referendum to lower the sales tax to 3%, it gives the voters an opportunity to express their displeasure with the way things are being run. And 3%, no one knows for sure what impact it will have, but it will definitely send a message that we in Beacon Hill, those on Beacon Hill, myself hopefully included in the fall, will take the message and say that the time now is to stop spending money. We have to look at everything. Everything has to be on the table, and we have to find ways, like every other private business in the state has done, every other household, is to cut spending. We have to live within our means. And if the people say we want it down to 3%, it's our job as legislators to work within that mandate.
So you're saying if the people do it, you're not going to be part of which usually happens, the cabal in the House and Senate that will say, damn what the people say, we're going to do what we want.
Well, I hope I'm one of the people, okay? I mean, I feel that I'm coming off the sidelines, basically, to get in the game, because I don't like the way things have been going on, and I think it's about time we take some action. Okay. And if the people want lower sales tax, less government, it's our job to find a way to do it, and that's what I intend to do.
My concern is always in this state, and I still vote candidate, but my concern in this state is that we are dominated by the Democratic Party. And part of that can be blamed on Democrats just having the domination. It's the position of the incumbent is always stronger than the challenger.
Correct.
But the Republicans in this state have not really had their act together enough, have not really had a lot of people come forward. It seems this time around, and following Scott Brown, we've got a lot of people in this state who are coming forward like yourself. do you predict that this will be like another 1990, like we had in 90, where there was a Republican revolution in Massachusetts?
I think so. I think if you see it, you see the trend. You see it not only in our state, but nationwide, or states like New Jersey that have been traditionally Democratic have voted in a Republican governor. You see, a matter of fact, I can report from the state Republican Party that they have twice as many candidates running in this election than they did in 2008. We have contested primaries where we have multiple Republicans running against each other. We as Republican Party have to stress the fiscal conservatism, which I think most Americans and most state residents and most people of our district agree with. Most of our district is unenrolled. And I think what they don't want is they don't want the continued partisanship that they've seen exhibited on Beacon Hill. They want all of us to do our jobs and to work together to solve the Commonwealth's problems. My goal is to get to Beacon Hill to do the job of the people, because they're the ones that elected me, and I, like them, pay the taxes, work in the economy, and live here and educate my kids here. And I've got 2 jobs I've been working at for 23 plus years, well, since I've lived here. My wife has 2 jobs. My kids, when they all reach teenage years, they work too. We all got to work, okay? Everybody's got to work together.
All right. Paul, is there anywhere people can go to find out more about your campaign?
Absolutely. We have a website called franco4staterep.com, and that's FOR, not number 4, franco4staterep.com. They can also call the campaign office. It's area code 508-981-6511. Right. We also have on Facebook, Paul's Patriots. So if you want to check us out on Facebook, it's Paul's Patriots. And we'd be more than happy to have everyone join the bandwagon. Bandwagon is very big.
All right. Paul Franco, everybody, 13th Worcester District Republican, running for that office. It is 8:29 and 57 degrees. We're going to take a brief stimulus break. We'll be back. Sherman will have all of your news. Stick around. I'm Jim Polito on WTAG.